Hey there, YouTube. Back with another multiplayer quick battle here. This time I'm playing as the Empire, going up against the High Elves, and what a doozy have we run into here. So I'm not sure, is the word out about the double dragon strat with the High Elves? I don't know. You tell me. I would not advise it against the Empire, though, as you guys have seen in some of my videos. It has not gone well, but nevertheless, this is a very interesting strat here to basically Vanguard deploy your Sun Dragons, and you're rocking Peckless here in the front. I brought what I believe to be the perfect counter to this build in a long line of Cheap Chaff or State Troopers for the Empire here. I got Crossbowmen. The only way I could have done better is if I had brought Huntsmen. I do have these Silver Bullets. I've got a Light Wizard with, of course, a Net of Ammontalk. And I've also brought a Witch Hunter here, which we got a Fiery Convocation going down here. So I'll explain why the Witch Hunter is so good in a moment. But my opponent has brought double Moon Dragons who are bumping into each other there. Peckless, and a box of Spearmen, Sisters, and a Evil Claw Bolt Thrower there in the back. So what the Witch Hunter brings to the table here... Oh, I've also got Empire Knights here in the back as well. But what the Witch Hunter brings to the table is Accusation. So when we accuse... oops, sorry, that's Vulkmar stuff. The Witch Hunter brings Accusation. So when we accuse an opponent, like we accuse this dragon here, they're going to lose their armor, 30 armor, 24 melee defense, and they're going to lose 22% missile resistance. So bye-bye to your scaly skin, Mr. Dragon, and you are getting absolutely wrecked. So definitely something to consider bringing up against big monster armies like this. Don't forget about your Witch Hunter, folks, because it also is packing the magic damage on those bullets as well. Yeah, so we're just kind of trying to scoot up and shoot the dragons when they come into range, because we are kind of getting out artillery right now. They were able to nuke out one of our artillery pieces and one of our crossbowmen, but they're going in for the goon on Vulkmar the Grim here, so we definitely got to get this Volkswagen turned around here, because we're getting absolutely nuked. It looks like we are netted in place as well, so we're going to drop basically all of Volkmar's buffs, and you should have killed me when you had the chance there, buddy. We're going to slip away, and Volkmar's just going to heal on up. We're going to keep poking and shooting at the old Moon Dragon here. Hopefully we get it to rout off the field. But yeah, Volkmar's just got to sit back and heal now at this point. So that was a really good gooning attempt by my opponent. The Witch Hunter's coming back, and hopefully we can get an accusation going down here. Big breath attacks coming in here for the High Elves onto the single unit of swordsmen, though, but they were not able to eliminate it. So we will take that trade for sure. Balance of power is in our favor at this point. Both of our cannons are back online and shooting. We're firing into their artillery at this point, and sorry, we have mortars, not cannons. Mortars are a much better pick into archer factions, so in this case the High Elves, the mortar pieces are really good shooting into archers. That's why I brought them. Another fiery convocation goes down, but this one is a complete whiff. We're able to get everything out of the way. Even goes right past our mortar crew there, so they got really lucky this time around. But yeah, Vulkmar's already doing some substantial healing here. He was probably at about 500 HP after that goon attempt. But yeah, so we're just scooting on up. Gonna do a little bit of fast forwarding here. Texas comes back. He's gonna drop a chain lightning down. It's a very interesting choice of a spell to bring. It's so unreliable. Look at it just kind of bouncing all over the place. But yeah, we're gonna get a net and an accusation down onto Techless here, so he's gonna get absolutely shredded. He's actually getting stunned up right now as well by all the missile fire that he's taking. So between the two crossbowmen, the silver bullets, and the witch hunters firing into him, he's getting absolutely shreked. HP bar is absolutely falling. Super quick here. I'm gonna bring the Empire Knights around, and it looks like he's gonna be diving onto my mortar crew, which is a little bit wild. I don't know that that's not necessarily worth it to just kind of use your board like that. But oh, big breath attack here onto my crossbowman. That'll probably take him out of the battle completely. It's really good stuff there for my opponent, with the breath attacks at least. But Techless is in the danger zone, bringing over Vulkmar and the triple Empire Knights to try to basically just to protect the other mortar. But we're going to threaten Teclis as well. So if he sticks around, we will definitely look to punish him. Going for another net here onto the dragon, and we get it to face away from us. This is absolutely beautiful. I don't think we have the accusation up just quite yet, but we're going to be ripping into this sun dragon here. It probably will not make it back to its own lines as we're firing right into the back of this sun dragon. I do bring Vulkmar over as well, because we're going to look to start advancing once we get this moon dragon routed. And yeah, Teclis is still going for that mortar crew. Gonna detach one of my Empire Knight units here to try to get a charge in on him. But he's gonna go ahead and slip away, kind of as expected. We do get the route on the moon dragon, so we're gonna be scooting up here with all of our forces. Got our missile crew blobbed up quite a bit here. Definitely need to get them spread out on guard mode. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of fast forwarding here because Teclis is just gonna be dancing around trying to kill the mortars. He does finally kill them. We don't get the charge off on him. But yeah, now we're going to look to advance, kind of taking care of just about everything we could. Looks like that moon dragon did end up shattering off the field, or maybe it died in the pit, who knows. We were busy looking at Teclis. But yeah, balance of power is really, really bad for my opponent right now. He has basically nothing left. And we've been firing mortars all this time into their spearmen and artillery pieces, so they're already pretty shaken up. And we have a very healthy line of swordsmen that will, in the long run, end up beating those spearmen, I do believe. We do, yet again, net and accuse Teclis here. Accuse him of being a bitch. So we're going to be blasting... we're going to be blasting into Teclis here with our silver bullets and our crossbowmen and the witch hunter. Yeah, he's going to turn tail. Smart move, Teclis. Smart move. But yeah, so the strategy my opponent had brought here to the field was definitely a risk-reward strat. Probably was hoping that they'd be able to goon out like a Karl Franz or something like that. But Karl Franz is kind of I would say kind of a niche pick at this point for the Empire. I mean, Vulkmar is almost exclusively the way to go for the Empire. Outside of a couple matchups where, you know, Karl Franz or even Boris Tidebringer is better. We drop a banishment here in the backfield on the Sisters and the Spearmen. So the Sisters are going to be wiped out almost immediately. And then I'm going to push into the forest with my remaining Empire Knight units to go ahead and sweep them on out. And we're bringing the rest of the units on up. The Swordsmen are getting engaged here with the Spearmen, who are actually kind of taking a beating here. Kind of a lose-lose situation for the Spearmen, apparently, or the Swordsmen into the Spearmen, but they're doing alright. But yeah, once those Sisters of Avalorn go down, there's basically no hope for my opponent. There's no way that these Spearmen are going to be able to kill Vulkmar, and Teclis will stand no chance as well. Granted, he does have that fire damage, which would do pretty nicely into Vulkmar, but Vulkmar's kind of a raid boss. But if that wasn't enough, I've got all of these units of Empire Knights, and I've got all my missile units coming back up from the front. And we end up with a close victory here, pretty much because my opponent did not scratch many of my units. So, yeah, GG to my opponent. Not really sure the strat was well thought out, and it looks like they put some money into chevroning up their dragons here, because I don't think 1300 damage value is enough to earn 3 chevrons. Yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys know anything differently on that. But so 950 damage value on the Eagle Claw Bolt Thors, that's good stuff, paid for itself. The Moon Dragons nowhere near paying for themselves. Obviously neither is the Sisters. Teclis didn't come close either, so they just basically lost right there on their own. But we were able to do quite a bit of damage. This mortar getting 800. This one I think got shut down pretty early on. Silver bullets, 4,500 damage value between the net accusations. That's absolutely absurd. 1,600 on this crossbowman, 275 on that one, and 1,300 on this one. Yeah, I think it's about 1,000 to earn a chevron. 1,000 damage value, I think, to get the first chevron. And that kind of looks to be about right here. But yeah, Spearman and Swordsman didn't really do much. 1,000 damage value on this Witch Hunter, so that's good stuff there. And 1,000 on Vulkmar, but Vulkmar would have done a lot more Had we rode this one completely out. Empire Knights didn't really get to do much either, so yeah. Pretty much the tail of the battle was net, Qs, silver bullets, 4,500 damage value. Good game to my opponent. I mean, obviously it's a quick battle, so, you know, everybody's just trying stuff out. I mean, I brought a Witch Hunter, you know, who the heck brings a Witch Hunter? But yeah, ended up working out. So, nevertheless, good game to my opponent, and I will see you all in the next one.